I'm glad that there are so many huggers in this class. I feel very loved right now. So if I can ask one more thing of you before we start asking you for gifts to the law school, I encourage all of you to become, you guys can be seated. I encourage all of you to become active members of the Alumni Association and to stay connected with this institution. Our alumni make innumerable contributions to the ongoing success of the law school. You'll mentor and hire our students. Some of you will teach for us. Some of you will deliver annual lectures or participate on student-organized panels. We are truly lucky to have an alumni base that takes such pride in their alma mater and who possess such a deep loyalty to the institution. And our next speaker, Gigio Ninan, outgoing Chancellor of the Rutgers Law School Camden Alumni Association, exemplifies the kind of committed alums who make this school better and stronger. Gio, please come to the podium.
The mic's not going to cooperate. First, I want to address the Philadelphia sports thing. I'm sorry that you guys are going through this. I'm a Knicks fan. We're not doing much better. Thank you, Dean Mutcherson. Before I get started, I would like to express my sincere gratitude and thanks to Kim Mutcherson. Over the past 4 years, she has exhibited strong leadership at the helm of the Camden campus as she has helped navigate the pandemic, among other challenges. After being fortunate to serve on the Dean Selection Committee this past year, it gave me greater insight into how difficult deaning really is, and as such has increased my appreciation of Kim Mutcherson. As some of you know, this is Kim's final commencement as the co-dean of this law school, and so on behalf of the Alumni Association, I wish her our very best. Today, I have the privilege of welcoming you all to the Alumni Association. Everyone is a member, but I encourage you, all of you, to get involved and build relationships that will leverage your future and your career. Let me tell you about how making and maintaining relationships has helped me get to where I am today. The year was 2011. That's the year I crossed this stage like many of you did today. I still remember the anxiety I felt as now going through Yale, thinking to myself, how am I going to pass this bar exam? What if I can't find a job? How am I going to pay off my student loans? These are all important questions, and while studying for the bar like it's your only job is extremely important, and financial obligations are stressful, you must stay grounded and never lose sight of the big picture. That is, think about where you're going and the people who are going to help you get there. At the same time, you should never forget the people who helped you cross the stage today. Whether it be your parents, your uncles, your aunts, your brothers, your sisters, your spouses, your children, your friends, etc. I know for many of you in the audience, this is a collective victory. You know, my father passed away about 4 years ago, and I can tell you that me crossing the stage was one of his proudest moments. Respected Rector Sandeep Iyer. By the way, I'd like to see another South Asian on the stage. Very excited. Deans, professors, retired Professor Roger Clark, who's sitting in the front, who got me my first job, distinguished guests, alumni, family, friends, and graduates, welcome. I am the Chancellor of the Rutgers Law School Alumni Association. First started in 1953, the association has a long and rich history. Former governors, judges, former managing partners, attorney generals, general counsels, and justices have all been a part of this proud association. The association has an endowed scholarship, which it gives to 6 to 10 students annually who show a demonstrated need for financial aid. This scholarship has been renamed just a few weeks ago to honor one of our most distinguished alumni who passed away last year, Governor James J. Florio. But enough about the Alumni Association and the great things that we do. I'm just really up here to talk about myself. The deans and the faculty are really going to regret giving me the stage and mic for a second year in a row. I'm just kidding. I graduated from Rutgers Law, Camden campus in 2011, filled with excitement about graduation and anxiety about the future. So today, I own a small law practice where I focus on outsourced general counseling, employment law, and business litigation. And as of last month, I'm a certified mediator with the federal court, a distinction I obtained through my relationships at Rutgers and the bar associations. I built my practice on the power of relationships. Those relationships were forged with the future subject matter experts I met while I sat in your seats. I suggest you figure out where you want to go 5 years from now, 10 years from now, 15 years from now, and start gearing your experiences accordingly. Though being a workhorse and becoming adept at your trade is extremely important, you must never discount the power of relationships. Relationships are the vehicle that will help carry you through your career. A judge I clerked for taught me the R&R of lawyering, and no, it's not rest and relaxation, as you already know. It's reputation and relationships, and with that, my number one tip as you leave law school is this: treat everyone with consistent kindness and compassion, because you really don't know when you're going to run into someone again, and that consistency will ground you. Years from now, people won't remember what grade you received in torts or whether you really understood the law against perpetuities, but they'll always remember how you made them feel. Every single person you have ever met, meet today, or will meet, well, regardless of who they are, where they're from, what they do, or how you met, is a potential friend, colleague, adversary, judge, juror, customer, or community leader. Maybe not now, maybe in 50 years, maybe never, but you must maintain these relationships nonetheless. A few weeks ago, I was listening to a panel discussion at the Life Sciences Summit held by Reed Smith. One of the panel members was a general counsel for a large pharmaceutical company. And she said something I pass on to you now. When kindergartners pick their sports teams, they generally pick the fastest kid first, and then they pick the kid they like the best. And in the real world, that's how it is too. Employers want to work with people they get along with, not always just the smartest in the room. Be the kid that people like the best. So now, I want you to channel your inner child. Imagine the person next to you is your future governor, chief justice, politician, in-house counsel who can feed you work, hiring shareholder, or business partner. Wouldn't you have wanted to get to know that person a little bit better? While a lot of you will focus on the competition as you embark on your legal career, and don't get me wrong, I'm competitive too. Don't lose sight of what's really important, which is building meaningful, lasting relationships. Remember that some of the best mentoring you will get will be from your peers who can also help enhance your careers. My hope and prayer is that you will maintain those relationships with each other, and quite frankly, none of you are going to be subject matter experts in every area, but each of you will have your own niche. What I want you to do is build each other up as you grow in your legal careers. Help your friend or colleague out. Grow together, rise together, and together change the future. You know, the Dalai Lama said, if you think you're too small to make a difference, try sleeping with a mosquito. Never think you're too small to make a difference. And all of us are worthy of pulling off our dreams. This said, I wish you all my very best as you embark on your careers in law, and welcome to the Rutgers Law School Alumni Association.
Thank you again, Gio.